The cool thing about this mustard is so easy. It only takes a few ingredients. And it is so simple and easy to make. All we're gonna need is some ground mustard. Now you can also use regular mustard seed, like here, and you can grind it in a spice grinder. Or if you don't have access to that, just go ahead and get the ground mustard. It doesn't make any difference. You can do brown mustard, you can do the yellow mustard, you can mix the two, but you're gonna need some ground mustard, you're gonna need some lemons, fresh lemons, you're gonna need some whey. You can use water kefir, you can use yogurt, and whey is very simple to make. A lot of people are like, well, I don't know how to do this, I don't have any whey. Well, if you have yogurt or if you have access to like raw milk, you can make whey from that, and all you do is, with the yogurt, is put it in a coffee filter and a strainer and let it drip through, and voila, that beautiful liquid that comes from that is your whey, and it will last about 6 months or so in your refrigerator or in a cool place. And the other great thing is people wonder, well, how do you make Greek yogurt? That's how you make Greek yogurt too. All you need to do is strain the whey from regular yogurt, and that thicker yogurt is Greek yogurt. So very, very easily done. So you need some whey, and then you're gonna need some unrefined salt. You're gonna need some turmeric, and that'll give it that beautiful color. And you're gonna need some garlic powder. And the last ingredient is some maple syrup. I'm gonna mix all this together just in a regular mason jar. I'm gonna do a pint. So this is a pint. If you don't want a pint, you can cut this whole recipe in half and then do a half pint. But it will last a while in the refrigerator or in a cool place, you know, 6 months, 8 months or so, or even a year possibly. So you just smell it and see how it smells, and if it smells good, then it's still doing good. All I'm gonna do is put my 1.5 cups of my ground mustard into my mason jar. Next, I'm gonna do about 3 tablespoons, or I squeezed a whole lemon in there. Then I'm gonna do my 3 tablespoons of my whey that I got from straining through making my yogurt. And then I'm going to use a couple teaspoons of salt. So I got 2 teaspoons of salt. And then I got a couple pinches of turmeric. And then I'm also going to do a couple teaspoons of garlic powder. And then I'm going to mix this up. So I'm going to mix this up to the consistency that I like. So if you like yours really thick like this, because I'm going to add some maple syrup to it too, then you don't really have to add much water. But you need some good purified water. Don't use chlorinated water. If you want it a little more runny, then you can add just a little bit of water to it. I'm going to add a little extra bonus ingredient in here. I'm going to get some of my mustard seed, and I'm going to put a couple tablespoons in there, just like that. And then it'll give it a little bit more texture. So they're just going to kind of soak in there, and then they're going to kind of puff up a little bit. And then I'm going to add a little bit of maple syrup, probably a couple tablespoons. And then I'm going to mix it up, just like that. This will get a little bit thicker because the mustard seeds are going to kind of fill up and puff up in the liquid. Wasn't that easy? Now, little FYI when you're making this. When you make the mustard and you want to taste it to see if you like it, the first time you taste it, one thing with mustard is it is really potent, and it's not going to taste very good. It's not going to be like, you're going to be like, oh my gosh. But the longer it sits, it mellows. Even after like 15 minutes or so, usually I'll wait about 15 minutes, and then I'll go ahead and taste it to see maybe do I want a little bit more maple syrup in it. And you can kind of see, you know, if you want to add a little bit more of a zing to it, you know, maybe add a different ingredient. But this has been about 15 minutes. I tasted it. It tastes really good. I went ahead and put a little dash more of maple syrup in for me. And right now it's a very nice texture that I like. And what I'm going to do is clean off the top. Really good. Just like this. Make sure it's nice and clean. because I'm going to put a lid on top of it and I'm going to let it set for 2-3 days. Kind of in my pantry, just in a nice dark area. Just like this. I'm going to let it set and it's going to ferment for those 2 to 3 days. So if it's really cool out, I would go 2 days, or I would go 3 days. And if it was a little warmer, a little more humid possibly, I would go 2 days. And then once it's done, you'll go ahead and take it out. All the flavors are gonna melt together and then you can put it in the refrigerator and then you can use it. And this is a great way to start someone if they aren't really into fermenting or are afraid to or just don't like it possibly. So this is a great thing because it tastes just like mustard. And all you're gonna do is put it on their sandwiches and things like that. Did you know that mustard is one of the oldest spices in the world and one of the most used in the world? It's amazing. The health benefits are just wonderful. There's omega-3s in it, there's selenium and magnesium and calcium and potassium. I mean, it's wonderful. And it's a great way. I mean, it's good. And did you even know it's considered an aphrodisiac all over the world? So I think it's pretty neat. A great way to just kind of pump in the probiotics in the household for people who really don't want to take fermented foods or make fermented foods or eat them. Try it. Very simple. So I hope everyone tries to make some probiotic mustard. If you have made it before, maybe leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. We will be at the Homesteaders of America conference October 12th and 13th. And I will check you guys out. Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. You might want to check out these videos.
And if you want to become a Homestead homie, click the picture of us below.
We will see you tomorrow.